Hey guys, what's up? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
क्या चल रहा है? All right, just taking your questions. We'll just wait for a few seconds for people to join in. Okay. Should we start? Some people are asking, Shaurya is saying, sir, usually crypto में gap up opening नहीं होता है कैंडल की, पर आज तो हुई है gap up opening. आप क्रिप्टो की बात कर रहे हैं शौर्य? कैन यू शो मी? बिकॉज जनरली क्रिप्टो मार्केट्स आर कंटिन्यूअस, देयर इज नो स्टॉपेज इन द क्रिप्टो मार्केट, सो आई थिंक यू आर लुकिंग एट समथिंग एल्स. BTC chart, what time frame are you talking about? All right, first let me take some questions. Anushka Pawar is asking, which app is best for crypto trading? So far, one of the best apps right now in the world is Binance. It's one of the biggest exchanges out there, but you could obviously use different platforms like TYDX, something like KuCoin or Bybit. My screen is not visible, I know. I'll be turning it on in a few minutes. Let me just share my screen till then. Now is my screen visible? Yeah. Okay. So which is the best app for crypto trading? For now, you could use apps like, as I told you, Binance, Bybit, KuCoin, but always remember not to keep a lot of funds on centralized exchanges. Always keep only that much funds that you can afford to lose. Because what if the exchange goes bankrupt? What if the exchange gets hacked, right? So crypto, whenever you're doing crypto trading on a centralized exchange, only keep a really small amount, okay? Arnab is asking, what is short position and long position in trading? Long position means that you are buying an asset. That means that you're saying that the prices will go up. Short position means if the price goes down, you make money. So short position is basically you are betting that the price of the asset will go down. That is shorting. Longing means you are betting that the price will go up. That is long position. Saurabh Gupta is asking how to avoid fake out or how to trade in fake out situation. Second question is what you saw in Shiba and took trade in this, and how can you find these kind of things? So the first question is how to avoid fake out or how to trade in a fake out situation. It's basically, we would be talking about few strategies in the upcoming classes. That's where we'll be covering fake outs and how to trade fake outs. The second question is what you saw in the Shiba trade and why did you take that trade, right? So let me just open the Shiba chart. I hope trading view is also visible to everyone. Where's Shiba? It's here only somebody. Yeah. So why did I take this trade? If you remember in the last class, we spoke about trend lines, right? So on a weekly trend line, you could see that it gave a breakout, right? It gave a breakout. So that's one of the reasons why I took a long position from here. I kept the low as the stop loss of the previous week, and then that was a long position. I didn't take so much profits. My profits were probably somewhere around 14-15%, right? Yeah, my camera will be turning on in a few minutes. So that's one of the reasons why I took the Shiba trade, because it broke the trend line. Okay. The next question is from Prashant. Could you please talk about SMA, EMA, and WMA lines? We would be covering that in the upcoming classes. As mentioned in previous class, if we have KYC in centralized exchanges, it means that we have KYC for our hardware wallet as well. So if we have made a mistake by sending funds from centralized exchange to a hardware wallet, is there any way to resolve this? See, it's not necessary that you have KYC'd your hardware wallet. It's just that suppose you have funds on Binance, okay? You have funds on Binance, and Binance has KYC, right? Binance has a compulsory KYC for everyone. So if you do KYC from Binance and the Indian government asks Binance to give all the details of the Indians who are trading on Binance, so they will give all the trading details, all the deposits, all the withdrawals. So withdrawals में आपका जो हार्डवेयर वॉलेट है वो आ जाएगा. So indirectly गवर्नमेंट को पता चल जाएगा कि ये हार्डवेयर वॉलेट आपका है, right? So how can you resolve this? Is basically you resolve this by using like not a financial advice, not a tax advice. I would suggest you to give taxes, okay? But so what some people do is they use non KYC exchanges. And if they have sent the money in the hardware wallet, you can create multiple accounts. You can create multiple sub accounts. Let me just show you guys. This is one of the wallets that I have. So what you could do, you could create multiple sub accounts here. Okay, you could create multiple sub accounts here as much as you want. Cool. Second question is in CoinMarketCap under a coin token. Can you see my video right now? Yeah. Cool. So the second question is in CoinMarketCap under coin token, what does community option mean? Community option means the social media handles of that project. Okay. That is what community means. In CoinMarketCap under a coin token, what does source code mean? Source code means the single source of truth, the single code which was written to deploy that contract or deploy that token or deploy that coin. For example, we all know that Windows operating system runs on a code, right? So that if that code is available, that code is called as open source. So in cryptocurrencies, most of the codes are open source. That means you could go and study about them. So that is what source code means. Source code means that it is the single source of truth. Can the white paper of any coin token be amended once published? Yes, it can be amended. For Bitcoin also, because Satoshi Nakamoto ji had written the white paper. But tomorrow, if most of the miners decide that they want to do some changes on the blockchain, they can do it, because if they have 51% of the power, they could change anything on the Bitcoin blockchain as well. And white paper is just a document. So if the community or if the project people want to do something else, they could do that. A very good example is Atom. Atom is basically Cosmos. Cosmos launched their 2.0 tokenomics. That is, they launched a new version of their tokenomics, and they republished their white paper. Feedback. This is a reminder. If you could please share important web link and watch list. Watch list, I'll ask the team to send over to you guys. Could you please mute all in the start of the class so we have few disturbance in between? Sure. I think if today nobody is unmuting, so probably yeah. Angad Yadav is asking a few questions. The first question is IBS V2 में कैसे पता करेंगे कि एक particular कैंडल के बाद शॉर्ट करें या फिर लॉन्ग, वो क्वेश्चन, ये क्वेश्चन का जवाब आगे आने वाले क्लासेस में होगा. What is bullish candle and bearish candle? This is also something we'll be covering. Third is diversion कितनी टाइप की होती है और इसे आइडेंटिफाई कैसे करें. So all these three questions are basically on strategy. So strategy वाले क्लास में हम कवर करेंगे इसको. Guru Pratap Singh is asking, sir, as you told about support and resistance and how they work with demand and supply. So when the market falls from a resistance zone and it comes to a previous support where people earlier were ready to buy it at that price, but what about when it comes down from that support? Will it be because of fear in the market, or what would be the reason for that? That people have fear and start panic selling. Exactly that, right? So agar support level break hota hai, if the support level is broken, then people who have bought it at that level, they get panicked and they start selling the asset. Okay, so this is one of the reasons why we see that if the market starts falling, it keeps on falling even more. A very good thumb rule here is whenever the market goes up, it generally goes up really slow. ठीक है, जब भी लोग बाइंग करते हैं वो लोग बहुत धीरे धीरे बाइंग करते हैं, लेकिन जब भी सेल होता है, जब भी मार्केट में डंप आता है, तो डंप बहुत तगड़ा आता है. मतलब ऐसा हो सकता है कि मार्केट इज टेकिंग 10 days टू गो अप, बट इट कुड कम डाउन इन 1 day, पूरा नीचे आ सकता है. सो 10 days का जो हाई है 1 day के अंदर वो नीचे आ सकता है. सो सेलिंग हमेशा पैनिक में होती है, बाइंग उतनी पैनिक में नहीं होती है. आप स्टॉक मार्केट की बात कर लो, आप क्रिप्टो मार्केट की बात कर लो, आप नॉर्मली कोई भी क्रिप्टो करेंसी का चार्ट खोल के देख लो. जो अच्छे क्रिप्टो करेंसीज है, जो बड़ी क्रिप्टो करेंसीज है विद हायर मार्केट कैप, वो सब जब पंप करते हैं तो वो काफी दिन पंप होते रहते हैं. बट आप उनके सेलिंग देखोगे तो सेलिंग बहुत बड़े बड़े होते हैं और वो भी पैनिक में होते हैं, राइट? सो जनरली पैनिक सेलिंग में बड़े बड़े कैंडल्स बनते हैं, जबकि बाइंग में उतने बड़े कैंडल्स नहीं बनते हैं until unless someone is manipulating with the market. So a very good example is obviously Bitcoin. So 1 hour का time frame है, ये देखो, see, look at this, like it went up like in one candle and then it started coming down, went sideways. But just look at this, एक दो कैंडल में ही उसने पूरा जितना ये हाई किया था ना, जितना ये हाई गया था, वो दो कैंडल में ही उसने पूरा नीचे लेके आ गया. So this is what I'm saying, जब सेलिंग होती है तो बहुत पैनिक सेलिंग होती है मार्केट्स में, और जब बाइंग होती है तो धीरे धीरे बाइंग होती है. Cool. So just keep this in mind. Like that's why sellers generally, when they're shorting, they make money more quicker than the people who long the asset. All right. How to differentiate between a breakout and a takeout? I don't think there's anything called as takeout in my dictionary at least, but breakout is something कि एक ट्रेंड चल रहा है and उस ट्रेंड को रिवर्स हो गया. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर मैं हिंदी में बात कर रहा हूँ, अभी मैं इंग्लिश में बात करने लग जाऊं, इसका मतलब मैंने क्या किया, मैंने हिंदी बात करना ब्रेक किया, अभी मैं इंग्लिश बात कर रहा हूँ. सिमिलरली ब्रेकआउट मीन्स इफ द मार्केट इज बुलिश, अचानक something happens and it turns bearish, or you could also say that if the market is bearish, something happens and it turns to be bullish. What is that something happening? That is basically what we use as trend lines, we use as support resistance. When these levels break, we call it as a breakout. For example, you could see that there's a parallel channel here, right? This is Bitcoin chart on 1 hour time frame. This is a parallel channel where Bitcoin was moving. And then we saw a huge sell order, right? Here, huge sell order, and the market started falling. The huge sell order and the market started falling. So when Bitcoin crossed this region, we call this as a breakout. It gave a breakout downwards. Okay. Then now it is going sideways. So this is called as a breakout. You could call it as breakdown or breakup or whatever you want to call it as. But if it's generally going down, that means it is given a breakdown, right? What is the next question? Kailash is asking, which is the best time frame for future trading and spot trading? For futures trading, if you're someone who has a lot of practice, you could do it in 2 minutes as well. But if you're someone who is a beginner, I would prefer doing future trades if you're a beginner on 4 hours or 1 hour. Okay. For spot trading, you could do it on weekly and monthly, because spot trading में आप generally long term hold करना चाहते हो. Futures trading में क्या है कि you probably take a trade right now and you might exit in like few minutes as well. So you use futures trading when you have lesser capital. You use spot trading when you have a larger capital. Okay. Spot trading could also be called as spot investing, because a lot of people, when they are buying something, they generally like to keep it for the long term. So what I would suggest is, if you're starting out, if you're a beginner, you start with spot trading, because you will not lose a lot of money in spot trading. And in futures trading, when you start out, you do trading in 4 hours and 1 hour. Sir, can you explain more about the support and resistance in detail, and which is the best to do lines or boxes? Cool, I'll cover that. Which are the top 50 cryptocurrencies to trade and hold for the long term? Top 50 cryptocurrencies, you could search it on coin market cap. Very simple to see. You can see that the first top 50 is the ones that are having the highest market cap. Market cap ka matlab kya hai? Market cap is basically the total money invested in them. So till Theta Network, you can check them out. Definitely यहाँ पे कुछ stable coins भी है जिनकी price $1 के आसपास है. So you could ignore that. So just use coin market cap. You'll understand which are the cryptocurrencies with highest market cap. For holding, like you are asking, where did the question go? And hold for the long term, this question probably could be resolved if you start researching a little bit. But for now, not a financial advice again, but if you're someone who is just starting out, keep on buying Bitcoin, keep on buying Ethereum. These are very good in the long run. So as and how you keep on seeing that we move more into decentralization and mainstream crypto adoption, Bitcoin and Ethereum would be pumping a lot. Apart from that, BNB is again a really big cryptocurrency project. But the only problem with BNB is, if something happens to CZ Binance, if there are any court cases or anything happening with CZ Binance, then BNB price might get affected because of that. The problem with XRP is basically having a court case with SEC. So that's one of the reasons the price has not been moving at all, right? So that is the biggest problem with XRP. The problem with Cardano is Cardano has been researching and trying to launch their products, like as in the whole blockchain, but they still have not been able to do so. They're still in the research phase, and it has been in the research phase since forever. So that is one of the problems with Cardano. Dogecoin is a meme coin. So basically, whenever Mr. Elon Musk tweets about it, it keeps on pumping. Whenever there's a news that Twitter might integrate cryptocurrencies, it keeps on pumping. Matic Polygon, that is an Indian project. It's a really, it's been doing really well compared to all the other cryptocurrencies in the top 50 because they have done a lot of partnerships with Facebook, with Starbucks, with Reddit. They have been doing with Disney. They have been doing a lot of partnerships, Matic again, but buying it at this level is very high, I feel. So you could probably ignore it, but again, keep on researching on Matic, because Matic is one of the blue chip cryptocurrencies out there. Okay, I think we are just diverting, but yeah, I will give you more ideas as and how we keep on progressing with the class. But I hope you get the point, right? You need to research on them and then take a decision. All right. Jaydev Ratra has 4 questions. Question number 1. So why you use parallel channel and boxes instead of trend lines and horizontal lines? And secondly, what difference did you notice in terms of accuracy? So parallel channel is simple to draw, right? I'll just show you again, like parallel channel. Like for example, I could draw a trend line also here. Okay. I could draw a trend line here. And if I just want to make a upper level, I could do this as well. But what is more easier when you are gonna draw a parallel channel is just to use this tool, right? You just click it like this, and then you could fit it according to the body and the width. So this is more easier to do, and you also have a middle line here. So this middle line acts as a support. If you can observe, the price went here up, it broke down, it went here, it took a support from this dotted line, right? It went up here again. Now it again took a resistance from this dotted line, right? It again took resistance from this line. So this middle line comes automatically when you use parallel channel. So it's just easier to understand, right? But you could, if you want, you could use trend lines as well. But the trend lines, the problem with trend line is Trend lines are not bad. I'm not saying that they're bad. All I'm saying is the markets always don't work in one singular line, right? So for example, if I say that this level, that is 21159 is the resistance, you can see that the price went above that, right? This wick went above that. So if you had a stop loss here, you got hit. So, but if you take a box, if you make a box, okay, if you make a box, then you have more room. You could keep your stop loss somewhere here. You could keep your stop loss somewhere here, right? But if you draw a line, then you will keep your stop loss here only. So you're getting a point. When you have a box, then you are defining a range, that this range is my resistance. Above this range, you'll keep your stop loss. But when you are just defining a line, when you're defining a line, that means this is your line of resistance. You will keep your stop loss here, which might get triggered and again go down, right? So the whole point is you don't want to have a lot of stop losses. Now, is there anyone who doesn't know what a stop loss is in the chat? Am I not able to see the chat, or you guys are not typing? You know, is there anyone who doesn't know? Like, if you don't know, then say I'll tell you what a stop loss is. Ibrahim Osman is saying that he doesn't know. So stop loss is a price where you close your trade in a loss. Okay. For example, if I buy this milkshake for 100 rupees, if I see that the price goes by 80 rupees, then I want to sell it automatically. So that price is called as a stop loss. Stop loss is basically where you are exiting your position. But if you want to know the bookish language, I'll tell you that also. So in the bookish language, you could call it as it's denoting or relating to an order to sell a security or commodity at a specified price in order to limit a loss. So stop loss means आपका already loss हो चुका है. अगर आप स्टॉप लॉस लगा रहे हो, दैट मीन्स यू टेलिंग द मार्केट की बॉस मेरा इतना लॉस होगा तो चलेगा, इससे ज्यादा लॉस नहीं होना चाहिए. सो आप वो ऑर्डर जहां पे आप एक्सचेंज पे डाल रहे हो, जहां पे आप बोल रहे हो कि इसके ऊपर अगर जाएगा तो मेरा ऑर्डर क्लोज कर दो. दिस कुड बी अ स्टॉप लॉस फॉर when you're shorting also. This could be a stop loss when you're longing also. How to put a stop loss in a trade, that I will teach you when I take a live trade. I think I had taken a live trade in the last class, no? But if not, then let's just see like if I can find a live trade today. Right now, I'm not able to find anything, but if there's a live trade here today, then I might show how can you take that. Okay. So yeah. So that's
So
one of
you
the
showed your own trade only when Bitcoin was dumping.
Yeah. So the second question is a general request, sir. Please recommend some Hindi or English YouTube channels for beginners in TA. Hindi or English. I will do a little research and get back to you. Third question is when fake out and breakout happens after a range, then direction will be only towards down or up, or it can go both ways. It could go both ways. Okay. So whenever you have a fake out and if you are making a loss, it's fine. Take a loss and get out of the trade. It's not 100% sure that you have to make profits every time, right? Sometimes your analysis can be wrong. So don't try to predict the market dot to dot. है ना? See, if you're predicting the market dot to dot, then you might make a lot of losses. For example, if I want to sell at this region, that is 21164, I can sell it right now. But what if it touches and goes above and then comes down, right? So what I'm trying to say is nothing is 100% sure here. So you just need you just don't have to predict the market top to top. For example, this is the resistance, right? Because the market went up here once, came down, went up here again, came down, again trying to go up and coming down. So you can take a short position here also. You could take a short position here also. But you might feel ki, what if it doesn't come here? What if it starts going down from here only, right? A lot of people might think like that. But the problem with this is nobody knows. Nobody knows whether this will go here, it will go down from here, or it will go up from here, or it will go up and then come down here. So what we need to do is we need to play the game of probability. Whenever these kind of things happen, we need to play a game of probability. For example, if you're taking a trade here, okay, where will you keep your stop loss? You will probably keep your stop loss here, right? because you don't want to keep it here because this is a resistance level. The price can come up here. You want to keep it either here or a little bit more higher. That is the next resistance level, right? You want to either keep it here or either you want to keep it here. Now, if you take a trade here, this is the risk to reward ratio is really bad. If you lose money, if you keep the stop loss here, you are losing 0.8. And if you keep a bigger stop loss, you're losing 1.2. And if you're taking anywhere around 10x leverage, that means you're losing 0.82 into 10, 1.2 into 10. That's a huge loss for you. But if you take a trade here, that is, if you take a trade from the line, if you want to short, then your stop loss is just 0.34. And this bigger stop loss is also just 0.73. So what I'm trying to say here is, if you think that the market will keep on going down from one region, you should not get panicked and get into a trade just because you feel that it will go down. Do not try to predict the market. Do you guys have any questions here? What we have to optimize is for, we have to optimize for a good risk to reward. Okay, so if you're taking a trade here, for example, okay, this is a long trade. Take a short trade here. If you're taking a trade here, your stop loss is this one, for example. Okay. Now, but if you are if you're someone who doesn't have patience, okay, you want to take a trade right now. So your trade gets open here, right? Your stop loss is still the same. Okay. Now, if you take this trade, that is, if you're taking a short position from this line, you are losing only 0.25 if it hits your stop loss. But if you take a trade right now, you are losing 0.69 if it hits your stop loss. So what I'm trying to say here is, whenever you feel that the markets will go in one direction, do not listen to your heart. Okay, do not listen to your heart. Always look at the probability of how much money you will make and how much money you will lose. If your stop loss is very high, then it's not the right trade to take. You always have to take trades where the risk to reward is favorable. Okay, so answering your question again, whenever there's a fake out or a breakout, do not rush into a trade. Look at the risk to reward and only then you enter a trade. Fourth question is how to draw support and resistance line for hourly market. If we talk about someone who want to trade in 1 hour time frame every day, I'll teach you that as well. What is supply and demand zone? I think this is already covered in the previous class, but if you don't understand what a supply and demand zone is, it's basically a zone where people are selling and buying. It's very similar to, suppose if all of us on the call that are 32 people, we want to say that we want to start buying at 10 rupees. That means the demand is at 10 rupees. Demand zone is at 10 rupees. And tomorrow, if we all tell that, okay, we have to sell at 20 rupees. So that means the supply zone is 20 rupees. Okay, where a lot of sell orders are kept. So this is what supply and demand zones are. Now, there are a few questions on the trend lines and support and resistance. So first of all, would like to ask you guys if you have any. Jaydev is saying that's huge help, so must say thank you in advance. Check out Pushkaraj Shakur technical analysis.
Sir, I made my account in the trading view one. So it was asking about the 30-day trial. Should I do that or I should leave that? और जिससे सर आपकी स्क्रीन पे इस तरीके का ट्रेडिंग व्यू बन के आता है, वो उसमें बिल्कुल सिमिलर नहीं था. मतलब आई वाज वेरी कंफ्यूज उसको देखने के बाद कि जो सर जिस तरीके से करा रहा था, वाज ट्राइंग टू फाइंड द डेरिवेटिव्स एंड ऑल. ना ही वो मुझे कॉइन मार्केट कैप पे मिल रहा था, ना ही मुझे वहां पे, पता नहीं क्यों.
हाँ, so I have just opened trading view incognito mode. So this is how you will look at it. Okay, मैंने बस काला वाला I've just changed it for my perspective, but you might see something like this. What is on the screen? This is how you will see it, right?
Yes, sir. Exactly.
So what you could do is you could take a free trial and then just keep a reminder on your phone. This is for everyone who wants to just try it out. Take a free trial and keep a reminder on your phone. If you're putting your bank details, you cancel it before the day it expires, or else आपके बैंक से पैसा कट जाएगा. ठीक है? So this is something you could do with multiple accounts. जब मेरे पास पैसे नहीं होते थे, I used to do this only. I had 6-7 Gmail accounts. सबसे फ्री ट्रायल ले लेके मैं 1-2 3-3 महीना चलाता था. So if this is something that is possible. Abhi to maine काफी सालों से ये trick नहीं किए, but if it's still working in that way, then probably you guys can do that as well. Secondly, if this is how it will look like, okay, all you need to do is come here, click on crypto and Bitcoin. If you Bitcoin USDT, if you are trading on Binance, just click here. This is how it will look. If you want to make it dark, you just go to appearance and यहाँ पे background में black, right? It's looking very similar. ये बाकी सब कुछ आप इसको customize कर सकते हो. So that is according to your needs. If you feel कि ये right hand side में कुछ नहीं दिख रहा, go to settings again, appearance. You could just do this. You could just change things here accordingly. Now it's much more visible, right? So this is something that you guys can do. It's fairly very simple. You could click dark mode and everything would be in dark mode now. Now it is looking very similar, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is according to your wish, how you want to do. There's a friend of mine who has kept pink, who has made pink candles, pink and blue candles. So it's up to you guys of how do you want to do. Okay, dark करने के लिए dark mode on करना पड़ेगा. Yes. Amit is asking, how do you get into the inside candle strategy? Let's not talk about that right now. Let's first of all, let me ask you, how many of you guys did the homework? Did you guys try drawing support and resistance? If yes, then were you able to understand how it works, or you still have any more doubts? Please ask me right now, because I want to make sure that today's class is also dependent more upon support, resistance, and trend lines. And probably if time permits and if I see a trade something, I'll show it to you guys. So today also we're going to talk mainly about support, resistance, and trend lines. If you guys want, I can take a very new asset and we all can start drawing lines.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Simran is asking, sir, pink and blue is generally used in Helkin-Ashki for easy identification, right? No, I mean Helkin-Ashki, you can use it in red and green also. Like this is Helkin-Ashki, right? So Helkin-Ashki is also a form of candlestick patterns, but it's a little different. Okay, so but for now we'll be only learning about the normal charts, normal candles. So Helkin-Ashki is a different set of candles. That's again like not very helpful for people who trade on a very quick basis. Mehul is saying, I applied on real trades and I win. That's amazing. Okay, cool. So let me do one thing. Let me create something new. I want to find some cryptocurrencies where I've not made anything. Create a new list, Crypto Pro. And let's start adding things here. That's this. Yeah. So first of all, someone was asking how to draw trend lines in 1 hour time frame. So the beauty of trend lines and support resistance is, even if you're drawing it in 1 day, it will work in 1 hour. Do you remember what I said in the last class? Even if you're drawing a support resistance in 1 day, it will work in 1 hour. But the support and resistance drawn in 1 hour may not work in 1 day. Got the point? Now, let's just, first of all, okay, fine. I'm a newbie. Again, everyone pay attention here. I'm a newbie. I am starting my charting today. How will I chart? Okay. How will I chart? So first of all, I'll come on monthly. Okay. I'll come on monthly. Just delete everything here. First of all, I'm on monthly time frame. I'll start drawing now. Okay. I'll start drawing now. You guys keep on watching. And if you don't understand anything, ping me on the chat. So I see that on Binance, 1 month Binance, the Bitcoin low has gone to 3,400 level. The VIX has gone down till 2,700 level. So right now I have two options. Either I draw a line. Okay. This looks really ugly. Or I draw a box like this. I'm touching the body and the wick as well. Okay, so these two options are there. So I've drawn both. So just in case if you're someone who wants to do lines, then you could do lines. If you want to do boxes, you could do boxes. So this is, what is this? This is a support because the price started from here, went up, again came down here and went up. Okay, so let me just extend this to 2022. Okay, नीचे डेट दिखेगा आपको 23 तक मैंने extend कर दिया. Cool. Now, what do you see? The next thing that you see that the price went up till here, that is 19,871 and came down. Okay, so you see this level, the body has finished here, right? So what you could do is you could draw a line here. Now this is again a support level for you. Okay, I'll just make it small. I'll write 1 month support. Okay, just to make it more aesthetic, you could write and so that you know what is what. Okay, 1 month support. Cool. Now again the price went up here, came down. You see again the price touched here. So once a support turns resistance and resistance turns support, the price again came down here, almost came near the box. Look at it, it almost came near the box, but it went above, it broke the levels and it started pumping. Okay, it started pumping. Now what do you see here? You see that the price stopped here, that is the body ended here. So draw a line here. You have two options again. You either draw a line or a box. This is 58,622 level. So what we could do, we could just draw a box here for now. And make sure the box is touching the upper wick as well. I know that this level is humongous. This is like a 10,000 box. But the value of this box is 10,000, right? Like look at this. The value of this box is $10,000 ka, which is a very big support level, which is like insane. But hold on, it's fine. Like when we come into daily time frame or weekly time frame, we will make it even more smaller. Okay, so this is a monthly time frame. This box is resistance. Okay, now the price went up, it came down, and it again took a U-turn from here. Okay, so now this again is a support. Like that, just touch the body here. Okay, this is again a support. You can also draw a box here from this line and touching the below wick. You can do this. Okay, now the price went up, came down, went up, came down, and it's now down. Okay, so now let's not do anything here. Okay, it's just like a temporary support right now because we don't have a lot of candles. So now 1 month is done. Just make it as aesthetic as possible so that you understand what is going on. Okay, you could also draw this as a resistance because the price came down, went up and came down, right? This also can be a resistance, right? So if you want, you could draw a box here as well. Okay? Anyone having any questions here? So why spot and future chart is very different? Because they're two different instruments. When you're buying Bitcoin in spot, you're actually getting Bitcoin. But when you're buying Bitcoin in a futures market, you're not buying the real Bitcoin. You're buying a contract. Okay, there's difference between spot market and futures market. In spot market, if you buy Bitcoin, you get Bitcoin in your wallet. But futures is a contract. Okay, futures is a contract. If you buy a futures contract, that does not mean that you'll get real Bitcoins in your wallet. You're not. It's just a contract. Cool. 1 month का हमने support resistance draw कर लिया. Now let's come to 1 week. So ये एक्टिविटी आपको हमेशा करनी है. ठीक है, अब 1 week में आओ. 1 week में अभी हमने जो 1 month में draw किया है, whatever we have drawn in 1 month, just zoom out and zoom in and see that is it working in 1 week also? It's working, right? It's working, right? It's working, right? Are you guys understanding? It's working, right? In 1 week also. Now let's refine even more, okay? By 1 week, what we could see is this is also a resistance, right? 19,000 level is also a resistance because the price went up and came down from here. What you could do, you could easily draw a box here and just extend it. ठीक है? तो 1 वीक का ये 1 मंथ का था, यहाँ पे आप डबल क्लिक करो, यू कैन राइट 1 वीक रेजिस्टेंस since 2017. You could just write it if you want. And इसको अगर visibility के लिए I think text you could keep it as inside. इसको center कर सकते हैं, इसको और छोटा कर लो, ठीक है. Now it is looking nice. 1 month support ये है, support और resistance, because उसके बाद ये resistance बन जाता है, right? So 1 month है ये, and ये क्या है, 1 week है ना? So now just zoom out again. You could go and see that everything else is like looking good, right? Everything else is looking good. Now what you have to do, you can come on 1 day, okay? 1 day, you come on 1 day. Volume बंद कर देते हैं अभी के लिए, because volume is like covering the chart a lot. Now you come on 1 day. Can you see that everything is looking perfect? Like all the support, the support region, the resistance region, the support region, everything is looking very much accurate. Are you guys able to see anything wrong here? इतना नीचे का support level मत बनाओ, like the 5,000 level, 7,000 region level, because Bitcoin is trading at 21,000 level. So you could definitely ignore the 3,400 ka level and whatever 8,000 level. You keep it above 10,000 level for now, because I don't think the price will come down to $3,000, $4,000. Cool. So everything is looking perfect for me as of now when I see. Now just let's come to the current market. Okay, current market. This is the current market. This is a 1 day time frame. Okay, so 1 day time frame, I can see that this area is again a support, because the price came here, it kept on going up. Okay, so can I draw a box? I'm taking the low of the body and the wick. Okay, so can I say that this box is my 1 day support, like on a one day hour support, 1 day time frame support? Yes, I can see. Okay, cool. Now you've seen that the price has touched here and went up. What does this mean? This means that if the price happens to come down, it might take support from this level, that is 15,900 to 15,400. If you cannot see the box properly, what you could do is you could use a price stamp also. You just click here and do this. You could also get the price stamp from this level. It's written here, price label. Okay, so आपको ऐसे दिख जाएगा, आपको zoom करके देखने की जरूरत नहीं है. Cool. Now what we can see, we could see that the price is stopping here. We could see that the price had taken a U-turn from here. So can we say that this area is also a resistance? So let's just draw a few lines here. This is the wick. And if you want to zoom in, you just like zoom in. And this is the body. This is the body. Okay. Now again, zoom out. Now you see that this is the level. If you want to create a box instead of that, you could also do that. And now you could delete these lines, because the box is also doing the same stuff that you want it to do. Okay, so can we say that this box is a resistance? Because you could see that the price was stalling here. It went up, it definitely went up and again came down. It was not able to break it up. So when can we say that it broke the price? We can say it has broken the price when it makes a body above this line. Okay, body, what is body? This is a candle, right? This is a candle. These are called as wick. This is wick. This is body. Okay, so when a body is made above this box, we can call it as a breakout. Okay, if it is making a wick and coming down, we don't call it as a breakout. If it's making a body, a complete body above the range, then we call it as a breakout. So why some candles are like line and other candles are like a candle? See, these are not lines. These are basically called as wick. What does this wick mean? Have you forgotten? See, how does this chart gets formed? This chart gets formed is basically if it's 1 day, Suppose the price, okay, let me just show you in a really simple way then. I'll take a really simple example. Open close ka example though I won't show because I've taught you that already. Let me see if there's a other example that I could teach you. यहाँ पे कुछ अच्छे examples दिख नहीं रहे हैं, but ठीक है, my drawing is really bad, but yeah, I'll try and simplify it for you. So this is a box, yeah. This is the candle, and these are the wick, yeah. This is the wick. What does this candle mean? Suppose this is a green candle. Okay, suppose this is a green candle. We'll make it green. Okay, this is a green candle. What does this candle mean? This candle means that the highest, this is one day candle, okay, one day candle. This candle means कि एक दिन में, in one day, the price went as low as this, that is this at the low, that is 21349. The highest price in that day went up till here, that is 22624. The price started at that day was at this level, okay, and the price ended was at this level. Got it? So पूरे दिन में वो इधर तक ऊपर गया, but जब दिन खत्म हो रहा था, it ended here. That's why it makes a line. Did you guys understand? Ibrahim, समझ में आया आपको? Like how does a candle work? Jaydev is asking, please also show 1 hour time frame. Hold on, buddy. We are still in one day. I'll come to 4 hours and then I'll come to 1 hour. But has Ibrahim and everyone else understood how does this candlestick work? अगर एक candle का लंबा line बनता है, अगर एक candle का लंबा नहीं हो रहा है, but ठीक है. Okay, 1 second. Let me just do it again. अगर एक candle का लंबा line बनता है, what does this mean? This means कि ये कैंडल यहाँ पे, 1 second. That means the price started here, that is 21573. यहाँ पे दिन की शुरुआत से प्राइस स्टार्ट हुई. It went up till 22631. It went down till 21349. But जैसे दिन खत्म होने आया, it closed here, that is 21855. That is the reason इसकी बॉडी छोटी है. Got it? Cool. ये बहुत बेसिक है. अगर आपको ये नहीं समझ आ रहा है तो हम आगे नहीं बढ़ सकते हैं. ठीक है? So if this is clear, we could move on with the next thing. भाई रिपीट बोलने से अच्छा मुझे पूछो कि what did you not understand? रिपीट बोलने से वापस एक दो घंटा इसमें वेस्ट हो जाएगा. You tell me what did you didn't understand? क्या आपको समझ में नहीं आया वो बोलो आप. रिपीट क्या होता है? ठीक है?
Sir, sorry to interrupt. That upper wig and lower wig with the body of candle, upper wig denotes the highest price of the candle, and lower wig denotes the lower price, both in bullish and bearish candles.
Yeah. Yes. Cool. Red का भी same है. Red का क्या है? Okay, let's do red. Okay. Let's create a box for red. ये अपना body बन गया. ठीक है? We'll draw lines. This is the wick. This is the wick. What does this mean? This means that the day started at this level. That is 216618. The day ended, the price was here. That is 21284. But in that day, in that complete day, the price went up till this level, that is 23104. The price went up till down till 20692, but it again came up to 21284. So it went in a downward direction. That's why this is a red candle. If it went above from here, then it's a green candle, right? So I hope you've understood now. Yeah. Amit Chaudhary, समझ में आ गया? इसमें
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
open closes opposite. Cool. So where were we? Yeah, 1 day time frame. So we have drawn resistance in the 1 day time frame now. Can we find more? Yes, we can find. We can find that the market also has. Let me just zoom out a little bit. The market came down here. It started going up and it started falling from this level. So can I draw a line here? Definitely I can draw. Can I also draw a box? Yes, I can draw a box. So let me draw a box here. Okay, now I can delete the line if I want. Okay, so you could name it as how as whatever you want. You could add a test so that you understand what it is. So now what do I understand? I understand that okay, the price is at a very very crucial level. If it breaks this out, the next resistance would be here, right? So if someone is going to take a long position from here, the first TP can be double to 416. The next TP can be 24503. Okay. So how did I say this is also resistance? Because the price took a U-turn from here. Whenever it's taking a U-turn from somewhere, that means there were people who were selling there, right? The sellers were more powerful than the buyers. That's why the price went down. So can I also draw like a range here? I can draw a range. So this range. So if the price breaks up, so suppose if someone is going to take a long position, that is, they want to buy here. So what will the price do? The price will come up, come down, and this is the first TP that they can take. That's the first target because this is again a resistance. And the second target that they can take is the price can come up, down, and up, right? So this is the second TP that they can take. TP as in target price. So this is how you have to book your profits. Whenever you are booking profits, you can book profits in the before resistance area. You could book profits if you're taking a long position. If you're taking a short position before the support or probably within the support, you can take the profits. This is how you could do, but depending upon the strategy, you could change that as well. This is a very basic strategy that I'm telling you. If you want to buy in support and sell in resistance, this is how it has to be done. But if you're using some other strategy, those things will keep on changing. Okay. Now, you might also see कि यहाँ से भी तो price थोड़ा नीचे आया. So if you want, you could make this box a little big. So ये भी आप कर सकते हो. ठीक है. So this you could make this box this big. So this is your resistance level if you want to see it that way. So as I told you, nothing is like dot to dot. You have to draw according to your convenience. Sometimes it will work, sometimes it won't. But as and how you keep on trading, as and how you keep on practicing, you will get the art. And support and resistance and price action works different on different cryptocurrencies. For Bitcoin, it's working like this. But if you open something like, suppose, let's open Shiba Inu. Okay. Let's open Shiba Inu. You look at this and you don't know what is happening, right? Like you can see that the price is pumping crazily. It's again pumping. It again pumped here. It again pumped here. So anything is happening here. It's not super predictable. You see that the markets dumped and pumped. It dumped and pumped. So you can see a very big lines downwards, very big lines upwards. So whenever a market is acting like this, that means you're gonna make big losses. Why? Because ये जो line है, ये line मतलब क्या है? What does this day mean? This line means in this day, the price started here, went down till here, but day खत्म होने तक वो यहाँ खत्म हुआ. So that's a huge difference. मतलब आप देख रहे हो, market almost 28% नीचे आया, लेकिन दिन खत्म होने से पहले 28% ऊपर जाके बंद हुआ. सो जब भी मार्केट ऐसे मूव करता है ना, आपके जो स्टॉप लॉसेस हैं वो ट्रिगर हो जाते हैं और आप लॉस कर बैठते हो अगर आप उल्टा ट्रेड किए हो तो. अंडरस्टैंडिंग? सो ऐसे एसेट्स में ट्रेड मत करो स्टार्टिंग में. यू ट्रेड इन बिटकॉइन बिकॉज बिटकॉइन इज कंपैरेटिवली ऐसे कैंडल्स नहीं दिखेंगे आपको यहाँ पे. जैसे शिबा इनू में दिख रहे हैं वैसे कैंडल्स आपको बिटकॉइन में नहीं दिखेंगे. देखो यहाँ पे इतने बड़े बड़े लाइंस दिख रहे हैं लेकिन 25% वाला लाइन नहीं दिख रहा है. जो विक है ना वो विक शिबा इनू में 25% का है, लेकिन यहाँ पे उतने बड़े विक नहीं दिखेंगे आपको. नेकेड आई से जो मैं देख पा रहा हूँ एक विक यहाँ पे दिख रहा है मुझे. देख लेते हैं ये कितने परसेंटेज का था. 5% का विक था. ठीक है, और कहाँ है? यहाँ पे है. नेकेड आई से देख रहा हूँ. आई एम नॉट लुकिंग ऑन अ वेरी डीपर लेवल. दिस इज 6%. सो विक जितने छोटे रहेंगे उतने आपको उतने कम स्टॉप लॉसेस आपके ट्रिगर होंगे एंड इट विल बी कंपैरेटिवली लिटिल सेफर. सो ऑलवेज मेक श्योर दैट यू स्टार्ट योर ट्रेडिंग विद बिटकॉइन इथेरियम एंड जब आपको थोड़ा हाथ बैठ जाएगा देन यू कुड मूव टू ऑल्ट कॉइन्स. ठीक है, बट ऑल्ट कॉइन्स आर वेरी रिस्की, ये याद रखना. Cool. So 1 day time frame के हिसाब से I have done support resistance. I hope everything is clear till here. Okay. Now let's go to 4 hours. 4 hours में पीछे जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. You don't have to go backwards because you are on a smaller time frame. When you are on a smaller time frame, you just look at the last 1 week. Okay, last 1 week, not more than that. Cool, because it doesn't make sense आप 4 hours में जाके 2017 पे ट्रेंड लाइंस बना रहे हो. Doesn't make sense, right? Because आप already monthly, weekly, daily में टाइम फ्रेम्स में आपने सपोर्ट रेजिस्टेंस बना लिया है. Now you're gonna take a quick long or a quick short. That's why we are on a 4 hours time frame. Okay. Now let's see what we could do. This is a 4 hours time frame. ये हमारा सपोर्ट है. This is working fine. ठीक है. Now let's see 4 hours में हमको क्या दिख रहा है. 4 hours में जो हमारा रेजिस्टेंस बॉक्स है वो तो रेजिस्टेंस जैसे एक्ट कर रहा है. ऑलरेडी हमने ड्रॉ करके रखा है. वी आर नॉट गोना मेंट एनीथिंग विद दैट, बट वी कुड आल्सो ड्रॉ अ सपोर्ट फ्रॉम दिस बॉक्स इन द 4 hours टाइम फ्रेम. तो ये हमारा 4 hours का एक सपोर्ट बन गया है. ठीक है. सो 4 hours में और कुछ दिख रहा है मुझे सपोर्ट रेजिस्टेंस में. रेजिस्टेंस ऑलरेडी बना हुआ है. ये सपोर्ट है. यहाँ से क्लिक कर रहा है ऊपर जा रहा है, क्लिक कर रहा है ऊपर जा रहा है, क्लिक कर रहा है ऊपर जा रहा है, क्लिक करके ऊपर जा रहा है. ओके. सो 4 hours में मैंने मेरा बॉक्स बना लिया. नाउ लेट्स कम टू 1 day. 1 hour. कुछ लोग 2 hours में भी करते हैं. मैं 1 hour में करता हूँ. मैं 2 hours में नहीं करता हूँ. अब 1 hour में क्या मेरा ये जो बॉक्स है वो एग्जैक्टली काम कर रहा है जैसे मैंने सोचा था? ऑब्वियसली कर रहा है, क्योंकि मैंने क्या बोला, बिगर टाइम फ्रेम्स विल ऑलवेज वर्क ऑन स्मॉलर टाइम फ्रेम्स बट स्मॉलर टाइम फ्रेम्स विल नॉट वर्क ऑन बिगर टाइम फ्रेम्स. ठीक है. सो ऑलवेज, सो व्हेन यू स्टार्ट मेकिंग सपोर्ट रेजिस्टेंस यू कम फ्रॉम मंथली, वीकली, डेली, 4 hours, 1 hour if you want to do a futures trade. Cool. Now what can I do here? Support is already working. I don't think I can do anything here, but if I want to draw trend line, I think I can draw trend lines here in the 1 hour time frame. So I think this is a good trend line, right? It's touching multiple levels, and if I want to take a short position, I'll only take a short position when the price falls from here. I can take a short position when the price falls from here. As in how? If the price comes here, 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 and if it falls from here, that's when I can take a short position, because this is a trend which is upwards. So before this upward trend, probably I will not short. Where can I short next? I can short here, right? Because this whole box is a resistance. As we spoke, that this whole box is a resistance. So if you want to create a short position based on support and resistance, you could take a short position here. Okay. But this is not the only strategy we're going to learn. Okay. This is just like a very basic thing of support and resistance and how things work. Cool. Now let me take questions. Amit said you told about green, please tell about red. Ho gaya wo to. Please tell about time. It starts when market starts. I think you'll have to check it according to what time frame you've used on your trading view. It shows that. So when to buy long and sell short, by the way, parallel lines. Didn't understand the question. Sachin is asking, sir, some people trading 15-minute time frame, is it risky in shorter time frame? 15 minutes in stock market, it's more rewarding, more accurate in the Indian stock market. 15 minutes, okay. But whereas 15 minutes in crypto, it's not accurate. It's not as accurate as the Indian stock market. Why? Because the Indian stock market is only available from morning 9 to 3. That is approximately, if I calculate 6 hours, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 hours. ठीक है, but whereas the crypto market is available 4 times more than that. तो 15 into 4 कितना होता है? 15 posa in the chat. 60, 1 hour. So exactly that. जो accuracy आपको 60 minutes में मिलेगा crypto market में, that same accuracy आपको 15 minutes में मिलेगा Indian stock market में. ठीक है, सो अगर आप बिगिनर हो तो 1 hour में करो, 1 hour 4 hours में करो, 1 day में करो, बट 15 मिनट में अभी मत जाओ. जब आपका हाथ अच्छे से बैठ जाएगा, when you're consistently making profits, that's when you move ahead with the higher time frames. Okay, so 1 hour में भी मैंने आपको बना के दिखा दिया support and resistance. Now if you want, you could name these boxes so that you can understand. Okay, now can we take a trade somewhere? Let's just check. The market is pumping, it's going up, but again this can be a resistance, this whole line can be a resistance. So मैं क्या करता हूँ generally, if I want to draw lines here 1 hour में, मैं ऐसे draw करके रख लेता हूँ. ठीक है, बॉक्स के अंदर ही लाइन ड्रॉ करके रख लेता हूँ. So this area can be a resistance area because 2 बार रिजेक्ट हो चुका है. रिजेक्ट हो चुका है का मतलब क्या है? विक मार के नीचे आ गया, विक मार के नीचे आ गया. तो हम लोग क्या कह सकते हैं? This range is called as a rejection range, that the price is not going up from here. Okay, so but we cannot take a trade right now because we don't see any potential indicator happening. Even if you take a trade here, you'll have to keep a stop loss somewhere below, which is again not a very good risk to reward, and the profit reward is also very less. So when you have to take a trade, always check the risk to reward ratio. Cool. Can we see any more questions?
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah.
सर एक्चुअली जब पैरेलल लाइन हम ड्रॉ कर लेते हैं तो हमें बाय लॉन्ग कब करना है और शॉर्ट सेल कब करना है वो क्लियर नहीं हो पाया.
So right now I'm sorry I could not see कौन क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा है, बट ये जो चीजें ना ये बेसिक है, हमको इस पे ट्रेड नहीं करना है, ये हमको आना चाहिए. we will be using different strategies to take trades. This is not the strategy because ये सबको आता है. जिसको भी थोड़ी बहुत ट्रेडिंग आती है ना, सबको सपोर्ट रेजिस्टेंस आता है. Everyone knows what are trend lines, everyone knows everything when it comes to these things because these are very basic. तो इसके बेसिस पे आप ट्रेडिंग मत करो, बिकॉज इसके बेसिस पे अगर आप ट्रेड कर रहे हो तो आपके चांसेस ऑफ मेकिंग मोर मनी गोज डाउन. ठीक है, ये बहुत बेसिक स्टफ है. हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं ये आपको इसलिए समझा रहे हैं बिकॉज वंस यू स्टार्ट ट्रेडिंग विद स्ट्रैटेजीज आपको ये सब आना चाहिए. ठीक है, सो ये सब चीजें आप इस पे बेस पे ट्रेड मत करो अभी के लिए.
ओके सर, थैंक यू.
सर आई हैव अ डाउट. एक्चुअली आपने जैसे बताया कि हमें 1 आवर डे फ्रेम के लिए जो रेजिस्टेंस और सपोर्ट लेवल्स हैं वो हमें वीकली बेसिस पे ड्रॉ करने चाहिए. बट जैसे अगर हम एज अ बिगनर मार्केट में आते हैं तो हम 1 डे के लिए जो वही सपोर्ट और रेजिस्टेंस लेवल्स कितना टाइम फ्रेम के हिसाब से ड्रॉ करते हैं?
कैन यू टेल मी वन सिंपल क्वेश्चन? क्या आप स्मॉलर टाइम फ्रेम में ट्रेड करना चाहते हैं कि आप लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टमेंट करना चाहते हैं?
सर अभी तो फिलहाल आई एम लुकिंग फॉर स्मॉलर टाइम फ्रेम व्हिच यू आर रिकमेंडिंग लाइक 4 आवर्स से नीचे एज अ बिगनर हमें आना नहीं चाहिए उतने लेवल का. आई वाज थिंकिंग.
ठीक है, एग्जैक्टली. बट इसमें भी सेम चीज है. आई थिंक माय स्क्रीन शेयरिंग इज ऑफ. आई विल टर्न इट ऑन इन अ फ्यू मिनट्स. सो द थिंग हियर इज, जब भी आप ट्रेंड लाइंस बना रहे हो, एक रिक्वेस्ट है कि आपको एग्जांपल कैसे दूं मैं. जब भी आप घर के अंदर जाते हो, मोस्टली आप चप्पल बाहर निकालते हो, एक हैबिट है. सो सिमिलरली व्हेनेवर यू आर ट्रेडिंग ना, आप हमेशा मंथली, वीकली, डेली 4 आवर्स 1 आवर में आने लग जाओ. बिकॉज क्या है, व्हेनेवर यू लुक एट अ चार्ट फ्रॉम अ बिगर पर्सपेक्टिव. माय स्क्रीन इज नॉट विजिबल. फाइन, आई एम शेयरिंग. इज इट विजिबल नाउ?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
So whenever you are gonna trade, if you directly start from a smaller time frame, you will not get a clear visibility of what is going to happen. So always start from a bigger time frame and then come on a lower time frame. अब मैंने जब मंथली से मैं आपके लिए बॉक्सेस और सारे लाइंस बनाने लग गया, सपोर्ट रेजिस्टेंस बनाने लग गया, इट वाज सुपर सिंपल. आई मीन इट डिडंट टेक अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम, राइट? सो नाउ आई हैव अ क्लियर अंडरस्टैंडिंग कि ये जो बॉक्स है ये 1 आवर वाला है, क्योंकि मैंने ड्रॉ किया इसलिए मुझे याद है। आपको शायद कंफ्यूजन होगा ये बॉक्स देख के, ये नीचे का लाल बॉक्स क्या है, ऊपर का येलो बॉक्स क्या है, लेकिन अगर आप खुद ड्रॉ करोगे ना आपको याद रहेगा। या तो अगर आपको याद नहीं रहेगा तो यू कैन ऑलवेज add it as a text. Even if you want to trade in 4 hours or 1 hour, I would recommend you to make support resistance in monthly, weekly, daily, and so on. ठीक है, based on that
मैंने आज बिटकॉइन का जो चार्ट ट्राई किया था, आज मैंने सब बिटकॉइन का जो चार्ट ट्राई किया था, जैसे आपने ड्रॉ किया था ना 1 आवर चार्ट पे, मेरी ड्राइंग्स वाज अ डिजास्टर एज कंपेयर टू योर्स।
What was the problem?
Actually, my laptop having a technical glitch with Zoom. If I can't show you that, matlab trend lines, your trend lines were more symmetrical as compared to mine. मैंने मतलब वो जो विक थी उसमें मतलब लाइंस ड्रॉ की थी, बट जो क्या कहते हैं बॉडी से लाइन नहीं किया था सर, जैसे आपने कर रखा था, लाइक दिस
I'll tell you one thing.
ट्रेंड वाला ट्रेंड लाइन।
I'll tell you one thing, ठीक है? This is for everyone. There are some people, there are some traders who like to draw trend lines with wick to wick. Okay, that works for them. But for me, what works is, for me body works, because जो wick है वो unpredictable होता है। wick का कोई भरोसा नहीं होता, कभी भी wick आ सकता है, उसको आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते, उसका कंट्रोल नहीं है हमारे पास। क्योंकि जब मैंने आपको कहा कि जब शार्प सेलिंग स्टार्ट होती है तो विक आता ही है, जब शार्प बाइंग आती है तो विक आता ही है, राइट? सो विक को हम लोग प्रेडिक्ट नहीं कर सकते, वी कैन नॉट प्रेडिक्ट विक। सो फॉर मी बॉडी वर्क्स। Okay, so I generally draw trend lines using body, but what I would suggest you is, see, first of all, trading is not one thing which fits for all. Okay, just try and understand what I'm trying to say here. Trading ऐसी चीज नहीं है जो मैं आपको सिखाऊं आप वो करोगे आपको वो काम करेगा, नहीं, because 80% is your mental game here. आपको मेंटालिटी डेवलप करनी है। सो आपके मेंटालिटी के हिसाब से आपके लिए क्या सूट करेगा वो आपको ढूंढना है। बट आई विल गिव यू ऑल दी ऑप्शंस पॉसिबल कि बॉस मेन्यू में ये सब कुछ है, आप इसमें से आप चाहिए तो ब्रेकफास्ट में आप डोसा खाइए, लंच में आप पराठा खाइए, क्या खाना है आप खा सकते हैं, बट सबके लिए अलग अलग चीजें काम करेंगी। गॉट इट? मेरे लिए बॉडी काम करती है। Awesome. Do we have any more questions here today?
सर हम जो पैरेलल बॉक्सेस हैं उनमें डिफरेंट कलर्स भी भर सकते हैं, जिससे हम डिफरेंशिएट कर सकते हैं कि वो डे का बॉक्स है या फिर मंथली बॉक्स है या फिर हावरली बॉक्स है।
जी सरकार, आप बिल्कुल चेंज कर सकते हैं। आप बस बॉक्स पे डबल टैप कीजिए, स्टाइल में आइए, यहाँ पे चेंज कर दीजिए जो कलर आपको चाहिए, एंड देन आप टेक्स्ट में आप लिख भी सकते हो कि ये कौन सा कलर क्या है, ये जो भी है। सो आप इसको जितना सुंदर हो सकता है उतना सुंदर बनाइए, क्योंकि आप बिगिनर्स हो तो प्रॉब्ली यू वुड नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड, नहीं तो आपको ऐसा लगेगा कि बहुत कॉम्प्लेक्स है। तो आप जितना सिंप्लीफाई हो सकता है आप अपने लिए वो उतना सिंप्लीफाई कर सकते हैं। मेरे लिए उतना जरूरी नहीं है, लेकिन आपके लिए शायद जरूरी हो सकता है। बट शायद आप में से बहुत कम लोग हैं जिन लोगों ने 10 चार्ट्स पे ये चीज की है, जो एक्टिविटी मैंने अभी की आपके सामने बिटकॉइन के ऊपर। आई वांट यू टू डू 10 चार्ट्स एवरी डे। 10 charts every day करोगे for 30 days, that's like 30 into 10 charts is like 300 charts. And हमारे पास crypto currencies, we have more than 22,000 crypto currencies. So charts की कमी नहीं है आपके पास। So आपका जब तक आपका हाथ नहीं बैठेगा, जब तक आपको बैट पकड़ना नहीं आएगा, आप क्रिकेट कैसे खेलेंगे? जब भी बोर हो रहे हो, दिन में बोर हो रहे हो, फोन में भी आप ट्रेडिंग व्यू खोल सकते हो। यू कैन, इफ समवन इज नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग हिंदी, प्लीज टेल मी, because today nobody is telling me to speak in English. So if there's someone on the call who is not understanding Hindi, please do ping me. Okay, I can switch to English also. So अगर आपको बैट पकड़ना ढंग से नहीं आ रहा, आप क्रिकेट नहीं खेल सकते हैं। एग्जैक्टली दैट, अगर आपको ट्रेडिंग व्यू ढंग से समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, हम आगे के क्लासेस स्टार्ट ही नहीं कर सकते हैं। आपको अच्छे से आना चाहिए ट्रेडिंग व्यू यूज करना। क्योंकि दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा प्लेटफॉर्म है ये टेक्निकल एनालिसिस के लिए, इसके टक्कर में कुछ नहीं है। सबसे सबसे इजी टू यूज, सबसे एडवांस्ड ट्रेडिंग व्यू ही है। Prashant is asking, support and resistance is only useful for futures trading? No, sir. It's also useful for investing in long term. Let me just show you something. One second. I've turned off the camera. One second, I'll just show it to you guys. So this is a dump. Can you see the chart? Don't copy this. Don't copy this. But this was, I am building this portfolio for my baby sister. So she doesn't have any allocation to crypto. She doesn't even know that I'm doing this for her. But I thought ki if I want to invest 1 lakh rupees in cryptocurrencies, what are the cryptocurrencies that I might buy? And जो levels हैं buy करने के, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, जो green में है, all those are already bought. जो पर्पल में, ये तो ग्रीन हो गया है बिकॉज आई बॉट इट अगेन, बट जो कलर्ड नहीं है, दोज आर द प्राइसेस दैट आई हैव नॉट बॉट। नाउ व्हाट आर दीस प्राइसेस? अगर आप गौर से देखोगे, चाहे तो स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो, इसको कॉपी मत करना बिकॉज दिस इज समथिंग दैट आई एम डूइंग फॉर माय सिस्टर। इसका 1 लाख का अगर जीरो भी हो जाता है तो मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता। सो ऑल दीज लेवल्स आर डिफाइंड बाय सपोर्ट एंड रेजिस्टेंस। दिस पोर्टफोलियो इज फॉर लॉन्ग टर्म। मैं 1 लाख का खरीद भी लूंगा और मैं शायद उसको बताऊंगा भी नहीं काफी सालों तक, ठीक है। सो दिस इज ऑल दीज लेवल्स 5432, जो भी ये सारे जो लेवल्स दिख रहे हैं, दीज आर ऑल बेस्ड ऑन सपोर्ट लेवल्स। सो बिटकॉइन ग्रीन लेवल्स में 2 बार बाय हो चुका है, 18,900, 17,500। टोटल मनी प्लानिंग टू बी इन्वेस्टेड इन बिटकॉइन इज 40,000। पार्ट 3 $14,000 अगर आएगा तो बाय होगा, नहीं आएगा तो बाय नहीं होगा। पार्ट 4 $12,000 पे बाय होगा, है ना। सो दिस इज हाउ यू कैन यूज सपोर्ट एंड रेजिस्टेंस टू डू लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टिंग, शॉर्ट टर्म इन्वेस्टिंग, फॉर ट्रेडिंग। सो दैट्स वन ऑफ द रीजंस आज का क्लास भी मैं सपोर्ट एंड रेजिस्टेंस इसलिए बता रहा हूं क्योंकि ये दिस इज लाइक द फाउंडेशन पार्ट। ओके, दिस फाउंडेशन इज नॉट क्लियर, देन वी कैन नॉट प्रोसीड विद द नेक्स्ट क्लासेस। Cool. So I think I have answered Prashant's question. The support and resistance is only useful for futures trading. Answer is no. You could use it for investing for the long term as well. The next question is from Ibrahim. Sir, from drawing parallel boxes from month, we should go to weekly and daily, and then the analysis, the graph to trade. I understand this. Am I right? Yes. आपको हमेशा zoom out करना है एंड देन जूम इन करना है ना। आपको जूम इन करके जूम आउट नहीं करना है, क्योंकि आपको बड़ा पिक्चर पहले देखना है। यू हैव टू लुक एट द बिगर पिक्चर फर्स्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इन द मार्केट, एंड देन वंस यू जूम इन ना, तो आपकी एक्यूरेसी ऑफ द ट्रेड्स, आपका जो डिसीजन मेकिंग होगा ना, वो काफी रिफाइंड होगा। ये मैंने गलती की है। मैं जब भी पहले ट्रेड करता था बैक इन 2016-17, मैं क्या करता था, सीधा 1 मिनट का चार्ट लगा देता था। अब 1 मिनट के चार्ट में आपको देख के क्या लग रहा है, व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इन 1 मिनट चार्ट? Also, if possible, you can turn on your cameras. It feels really weird to be talking to myself. So yeah. So in the 1 minute chart, ये 1 minute का chart है. Every candle is 1 minute. इसमें आप ट्रेड नहीं कर सकते हो। इसमें सिर्फ प्रोफेशनल्स ट्रेड कर सकते हैं जिनको बहुत एक्सपीरियंस है। अगर आप 1 मिनट के टाइम फ्रेम में ट्रेड करने लग जाओगे, आप चले जाओगे, आपसे नहीं हो पाएगा, ठीक है। क्योंकि आप देख रहे हो कैसे मार्केट पंप हो रहा है, डंप हो रहा है, पंप हो रहा है, डंप हो रहा है। आपको ये जो लंबा कैंडल है ना, रेड कैंडल, इफ यू लुक एट दिस कैंडल यू विल गेट पैनिक्ड, लेकिन ऑटोमेटिकली आप 1 आवर में आ जाओ। वो जो लाल कैंडल दिख रहे थे आपको, वो अभी आपको छोटा लाल कैंडल दिख रहा है। तो क्या मन का जो एंजाइटी है वो कम हुआ जब आप एक बड़े टाइम फ्रेम में देखे? डेफिनेटली हुआ। अभी देखो, दिस इज लाइक अ स्मॉल रेड कैंडल इन 1 आवर, बट 1 मिनट में आप देखोगे तो कितने रेड कैंडल्स हो गए यहाँ पे। सो दिस इज अ गेम ऑफ साइकोलॉजी। इफ यूर अ बिगिनर, आपको इतने रेड कैंडल्स देखे आपको डर लगेगा, वो तो डेफिनेटली है कि मार्केट नीचे जा रहा है। बट आप बड़े टाइम फ्रेम में देखो, 1 डे में देखो तो ग्रीन में ही है, 1 वीक में देखो तो ग्रीन में ही है, 1 आवर में देखो तो छोटा रेड में है, राइट। सो द होल पर्सपेक्टिव हियर इज टू मेक श्योर कि एज अ बिगिनर आपको जितनी कम एंजाइटी हो उतने ज्यादा अच्छे ट्रेड्स आप लोगे। जितनी एंजाइटी होगी उतने मिस्टेक्स आप करोगे, तो एंजाइटी को निकालना है। सो बेसिकली ट्रेडिंग इज मोर लाइक अ रोबोटिक वर्क, है ना. हमको रोबोट बन जाना है. वी हैव टू मेक श्योर दैट वी आर नॉट पुटिंग आवर इमोशंस इनटू द ट्रेड, क्योंकि जैसे इमोशंस आते हैं ना हम गलतियां करते हैं. और उस पॉइंट तक पहुंचने के लिए जहां पे आप इमोशनल लेस होकर ट्रेड कर रहे हो, उसके लिए प्रैक्टिस लगती है. इसलिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि बड़े टाइम फ्रेम्स में ट्रेड करो तो आपको डर कम लगेगा. ओके. Ratnesh Kumar is asking, sir, can you draw some support resistance in spot chart and please how to analyze that? So this is a futures chart, if I guess. No, this is the spot chart only. Okay, this is a spot chart only. BTC USDT is a spot chart only. Futures chart is also not very different, yeah. I mean, ये futures chart है यहाँ पे. अगर आप देखोगे तो it's not very different. One second now. आप अगर एक्सचेंज में बाइनेंस यूज करोगे तो सिर्फ बाइनेंस के दिखने लग जाएंगे. सो ये परपेचुअल, अगर फ्यूचर्स का चार्ट होगा ना तो यहाँ पे बीटीसी यूएसडीटी पर्प लिख के आएगा. पर्प मतलब क्या है? ये वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स हैं जो परपेचुअल होते हैं. जब भी आप एक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट साइन करते हो, जैसे आप एक घर रेंट पे लेते हो, तो घर जब रेंट पे लेते हो तो योर ब्रोकर और योर ओनर विल गिव इट टू यू फॉर अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ऑफ 12 months or 11 months. So that is the expiry date of that contract. If you see, it's written perp. Perp matlab kya hai? Perpetual, that this contract will never get expired. Okay, so if you click here also, the chart is pretty much similar, like it's not very different. मैं एक काम करता हूँ, इस साइड में आपको फ्यूचर्स का चार्ट दिखा रहा हूँ और इस साइड में आपको दिखाऊंगा बिटकॉइन यूएसडीटी का चार्ट, विच इज स्पॉट चार्ट. ठीक है, दोनों में मैं 5 मिनट 1 hour लगा देता हूँ. So in both the cases, you can see 1 hour. So look at the chart. The chart is very much similar. मतलब सिर्फ 3-4 पॉइंट्स का डिफरेंस है. यहाँ पे 21179 चल रहा है, यहाँ पे 21178 चल रहा है ना. तो बहुत कम डिफरेंस है. Cool. I hope the question is answered. Like you could make the similar trend lines here, and it will work for you. But make sure कि whenever you are deciding a stop loss and whenever you are deciding your TP है ना, आप उसको, अगर आप स्पॉट ट्रेडिंग कर रहे हो तो स्पॉट ट्रेडिंग के चार्ट में ही आप डिसाइड करो, क्योंकि 2-3-4 पॉइंट का डिफरेंस होता है. 2-3-4 पॉइंट का डिफरेंस होता है, उससे ही पता चलेगा कि आप प्रॉफिट बना रहे हो कि लॉस बना रहे हो. ठीक है, क्योंकि ऐसा हो सकता है कि आपने $9 पे आपने स्टॉप लॉस रखा स्पॉट मार्केट में, लेकिन आपने फ्यूचर्स ट्रेडिंग का चार्ट देखा, फ्यूचर्स ट्रेडिंग में $9 चला गया लेकिन स्पॉट में नहीं गया, तो आपका स्टॉप लॉस हिट हो जाएगा. सो ऑलवेज मेक श्योर कि अगर आप फ्यूचर्स ट्रेडिंग कर रहे हो तो परपेचुअल फ्यूचर्स वाला ट्रेडिंग चार्ट खुला हुआ है. अगर आप स्पॉट ट्रेडिंग कर रहे हो तो बिटकॉइन थेथर यूएस ये वाला चार्ट खुला हुआ है. ठीक है, आई होप दैट इज आंसर्ड. अनुष्का इज आस्किंग, सर जीरोधा पे कैसे? माय आंसर, आई डिडंट अंडरस्टैंड द क्वेश्चन. क्वेश्चन का है आपको, बहुत ऊपर चला गया. अनुष्का इज आस्किंग
क्वेश्चन सर, ऐसा कोई साइट है जहाँ पे हम ट्रेड कर सकते हैं लेकिन वो रियल ना हो, मतलब कि टू चेक अस, मतलब हम खुद को चेक कर पाए लेकिन वो रियल ना हो, ऐसी कोई वेबसाइट है जहाँ पे हम ऐसा कर सकते हैं?
हाँ बिल्कुल है. बाइनेंस, आई थिंक इसे नहीं खोल लेता हूँ पहले. हाँ, ये टेस्ट नेट, इसका मैं लिंक डाल दे रहा हूँ चैट पे. सो ये रियल नहीं है ना, ये रियल नहीं है, ये फेक है, तो इस पे आपका पैसा नहीं जाएगा. ठीक है, चैट पे मैंने लिंक डाल दिया है, testnet.binance-futures.com. अगर आपको लाइव चार्ट जाना है तो लाइव पे क्लिक करोगे तो लाइव वाला खुल जाएगा. अगर आपको टेस्टनेट वाला खोलना है तो मैंने दिखा दिया, यहाँ पे मॉक ट्रेडिंग लिखा हुआ है, मॉक ट्रेडिंग पे क्लिक करोगे तो आपका मॉक ट्रेडिंग वाला खुल जाएगा. आपको बस अकाउंट बनाना पड़ेगा उसके लिए. ठीक है, ओके. अनुष्का, सर जीरोधा पे कैसे? जीरोधा पे जैसे एक ट्रेड पे ₹50 चार्ज लेते हैं, वैसे ही बाइनेंस डेल्टा क्रिप्टो एक्सचेंज पे कैसे होता है? एक ट्रेड पे होता है कि 0.01 0.05 प्रॉफिट पे चार्जेस लेते हैं. सो ओके, फीस ना, आई विल शो यू द फीस. सो यहाँ पे आके यू कैन सी द फी स्ट्रक्चर. अगर आप स्पॉट ट्रेडिंग कर रहे हो बिटकॉइन में, आपको 0 फी लगेगा. ठीक है, नो फीस एट ऑल. सो इफ यू वांट टू स्टार्ट आउट, आप बिटकॉइन में करो, स्पॉट में करो, आपको कोई फी नहीं लगेगा. एंड ट्रस्ट मी, मैंने $500, $600, $700 भी दिए हैं महीने में जस्ट इन फीस. ठीक है, सो वंस यू स्टार्ट ट्रेडिंग विद अ बिगर कैपिटल, $500 महीने का जा रहा है फीस में, दैट्स नॉट अ बिग डील. ठीक है, लेकिन उस लेवल तक आने के लिए आप पहले 0 फीस में ट्रेड कर सकते हो. बाकी आई थिंक कि आपका जो ट्रेडिंग वॉल्यूम होगा, 30 डेज का ट्रेडिंग वॉल्यूम, दैट इज बाय एंड सेल का टोटल वॉल्यूम जो होता है, दैट इज इफ इट इज लेस देन 1 मिलियन, आपको मेकर एंड टेकर चार्जेस 0.1 लगेंगे. ठीक है, दैट इज आपका ट्रेड का 0.1% कटेगा. ठीक है, मेकर टेकर क्या होता है वो भी मैं आपको समझा दूंगा, बट 0.1% आपका कटेगा इफ यूर अ रेगुलर यूजर. कूल. Cool. Paper trading on TradingView, that is also you could do, but Binance का mock trading option is also not bad. You could do that as well. Sir, sometimes I've observed that jab futures, जब futures is pumping, then spot will be dumping. वो काफी कम बार होता है. Like it does not happen every time. So it's like once in a while. अच्छा, sir, how to make inside candles orange? This is by using this candle, this indicator IPSV2. अगर आप यूज करोगे तो वो ऑरेंज बन जाएगा. अगर आप इसको बंद करोगे तो वापस रेड हो जाएगा. अगर आपको ऑरेंज नहीं चाहिए, आपको कोई और कलर चाहिए, येलो चाहिए, आप येलो भी कर सकते हो, आपके ऊपर है. ओके. Ratnesh Kumar is asking, ऐसा क्यों? Sir, sometimes it's very difficult to find the trend line in chart. When you're not able to find a trend line in a chart, that means the market is moving in a weird direction. Then you could just ignore. अच्छा, ये शिवा इनो का चार्ट है. I wanted to take a trade today in front of you guys, but कुछ दिख नहीं रहा है. मतलब the market is moving a little weird today. Okay. Is there any expiry date for futures trade? If you are taking a futures trade, there is no expiry until unless you are hitting the stop loss or hitting the TP, or else you're getting liquidated. Liquidated का क्या मतलब है? Liquidation is it's a level, it's a price level where you have made 100% loss. That is called as liquidation level. Okay, so suppose if you take a futures trading, if people, do you guys have any idea what is futures trading? Obviously we have a different class segment for futures trading, but if you don't have any idea, you could let me know. Anushka doesn't know what futures trading is. Arnab doesn't know. So very basic समझा देता हूँ, वो बाकी हम एक dedicated class में समझाएंगे. Futures trading क्या होता है? Futures trading is basically if you have 1 rupee, you could take leverage on that. Leverage मतलब क्या है? अगर आप 1 rupee को आप 10 rupees में convert कर सकते हो. मतलब क्या है? Suppose आपके पास 1 rupee है, आप 10x leverage लेते हो, इसका मतलब क्या है? You are trading with $10. अच्छा, मेरे पास तो यहाँ खुला हुआ है, यहाँ पे शायद पैसे भी है थोड़े. So look at this chart. Okay, look at this. This is futures trading ka platform. I have $2,603. If I want to take a buy position, I am asked leverage here. Okay, leverage here. Suppose I take 100%. 100% अगर ले रहा हूँ तो मेरा जो अकाउंट में पैसे हैं, that is $2,602. And if I take 10x leverage, can you see my amount being doubled here, like into 10 here? Can you see that? It's not exactly same because fees कटेगा ना थोड़ा. So leverage का मतलब क्या होता है कि आपका जो इनिशियल कैपिटल है उसको वो मल्टीप्लाई कर देगा इनटू व्हाटएवर परसेंटेज यू यूज हियर, एंड उसके बेसिस पे आपका प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस भी 10 टाइम्स हो जाएगा. प्रॉफिट भी 10 टाइम्स होगा, लॉस भी 10 टाइम्स होगा. दैट इज लेवरेज ट्रेडिंग. सो जिन जिन लोगों के पास कम पैसे होते हैं वो लोग लेवरेज ट्रेडिंग करते हैं, या जो प्रोफेशनल्स होते हैं वो भी लेवरेज ट्रेडिंग करते हैं. द एडवांटेज हियर इज, अगर आप 10x लेवरेज के साथ, ध्यान से सुनो, अगर आप 10x लेवरेज के साथ ट्रेड करते हो, अगर आपने लॉन्ग किया है, आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं बाय लॉन्ग, मतलब आप बोल रहे हो कि बिटकॉइन का प्राइस ऊपर जाएगा. 10x लेवरेज के साथ अगर मार्केट 10% ऊपर जाता है तो आपका प्रॉफिट कितना होगा? चैट पे बताओ जल्दी. चैट पे बताओ. अगर आप 10x तो आपको अभी समझ में आ गया। लाइक अगर आप लेवरेज नहीं लेते 10% ही आपको प्रॉफिट होता है स्पॉट मार्केट में, लेकिन अगर आपने 10x लेवरेज लिया दैट मीन्स कि डबल नहीं, हाँ मतलब 100% प्रॉफिट हो गया आपका, हाँ डबल बोल सकते हो आप। तो अगर आपने 10x लेवरेज लिया और 10% मार्केट ऊपर जाता है तो आपने 100% प्रॉफिट कमा लिया, मतलब जो $2,600 थे वो डबल हो गए। जस्ट गिव मी अ सेकंड, कॉल आ रहा है। हेलो ನಾ ಬಿಸಿ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ ಈಗ, ನಾ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ. Speaking in Kannada. Okay, so what is the downside here? What is the downside here? अगर मार्केट 10% नीचे जाती है तो आप लिक्विडेट हो जाओगे। अगर 10% ऊपर गया 10x लेवरेज के साथ तो आपने 100% प्रॉफिट बनाया, $2,500, $2,600 और $2,600 आपको दे दिए। लेकिन अगर 10% उल्टा जाता है, आपके अगेंस्ट जाता है, अगर आपने बाय किया लेकिन नीचे जाता है, अगर हमने सेल किया लेकिन ऊपर जाता है 10%, तो आपका जो इनिशियल कैपिटल है ना वो जीरो हो जाएगा। सो लेवरेज को बहुत ध्यान से यूज करना चाहिए। इस कॉल पे जितने लोग हैं 30 लोग हैं, 30 लोगों में से 25 लोग ऐसे होंगे जो इस बार को यहां तक घुसा देंगे। ठीक है, अगर आप 100x लेवरेज लेते हो तो आप सोचो कि अगर मार्केट 1% भी ऊपर नीचे जाएगा ना, खत्म है। या तो आप पैसा डबल कर लोगे या आप पैसा जीरो कर लोगे, है ना। द लेवरेज इज हाई, इफ द प्राइस क्लाइम्स और ड्रॉप्स बाय अराउंड 1%, द एस्टिमेटेड प्रॉफिट लॉस विल बी 100%। एंड अगर आप लेवरेज हाई ले रहे हो तो आपकी जो फीस है वो भी डबल हो जाती है, समझ रहे हो। तो फीस है वो भी डबल हो जाती है लेवरेज के साथ, क्योंकि आप देख रहे हो ये मेरा मेरा ट्रेड वैल्यू कितना हो गया यहाँ पे 229,747, $2,00,000। गलती से बाय सेल अगर दब गया ना लुट जाएगा मैं। बट यू गेटिंग द पॉइंट कि हाउ लेवरेज इज लाइक अ डबल एज स्वॉर्ड। आप बहुत पैसा बना भी सकते हो, आप बहुत पैसा गवा भी सकते हो। तो इसको क्या कहेंगे, गैम्बलिंग कहेंगे, राइट। आप लूट जाओगे, राइट। सो इससे अच्छा है, जब मेरा फंडा क्या है, मैं बिटकॉइन में 10x लेवरेज लेता हूं अगर बिटकॉइन में ट्रेड कर रहा हूं विद प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस सेट। अगर मैं ऑल्ट कॉइन्स में ट्रेड कर रहा हूँ, व्हाट आर ऑल्ट कॉइन्स? ऑल्ट कॉइन्स वो कॉइन्स होते हैं जो बिटकॉइन के अलावा होता है, उसको ऑल्ट कॉइन कहते हैं। उन पे मैं मैक्सिमम 5x या 3x लेता हूँ, क्योंकि ऑल्ट कॉइन्स आर मोर वॉलेटाइल देन बिटकॉइन। So one step, whenever you are gonna take a trade, always check on the leverage. कभी कभार क्या होता है, मेरे साथ ये गलती हुई है, कभी कभार ये होता है कि this is already set at 25x already, तो आपने ऐप क्लोज करके ऑन किया एंड आपने फटाफट ट्रेड ले लिया क्योंकि आपको लेना था, एंड वो 10x पे नहीं था, वो 25x पे था, वो प्लेस हो गया। ठीक है, सो ये ध्यान रखना, जब भी हम ट्रेड कर रहे हैं आपको 3-4 चीजें ध्यान में रखनी है। आपको अगर बाय करना है तो ग्रीन डब्बे पे ही क्लिक करना, सेल करना है तो रेड डब्बे पे ही क्लिक करना। आपको लग रहा होगा कि क्या बोल रहा है यार ये तो कॉमन सेंस है, लेकिन सच बता रहा हूँ, जो जो बड़े बड़े लॉसेस होते हैं गलतियों से, वो इन्हीं गलतियों के वजह से होती हैं, जहाँ पे आप यहाँ पे एक अमाउंट या तो गलत लिख जाते हो, या तो आप यहाँ पे लेवरेज गलत ले लेते हो, या तो जल्दी जल्दी में आप बाय की जगह सेल कर देते हो या सेल की जगह में बाय कर लेते हो। और ऐसे छोटी छोटी मिस्टेक्स कब होती हैं, जब आप ट्रैवल कर रहे हो या आप बाहर हो या आप अपनी स्क्रीन के सामने नहीं हो, जब आप अपना 100% नहीं दे सकते ट्रेडिंग में, दैट इज व्हेन दीज काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स हैपन। सो एक और गोल्डन रूल क्या है, इफ यू थिंक दैट यू आर ऑक्यूपाइड विद समथिंग एल्स, आप ट्रेड मत करो। ज्यादा अमीर बनने के चक्कर में आप लूट जाओगे। ठीक है, सो अगर आप बाहर हो, दोस्तों के साथ डिनर पे हो, कहीं भी हो, क्यों लेना है ट्रेड? मैं लेता था, मैंने गलती की है, इसलिए मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ। Can we change the leverage after taking a trade? Yes, you can, but again आपका वो थोड़ा बहुत लॉस हो जाएगा उसमें। आयुष इज आस्किंग, ये सर मेरा शुरू में ऐसे ही होता था, इन्हीं छोटी गलतियों से लॉस हुआ है। एग्जैक्टली सर, अगर कोई डे टाइम बिजी हो फिर ट्रेड कब करें? आप रात में ट्रेड करो अमित जी, अगर आप बिजी हो तो ट्रेड मत करो। अभी कभी आपने देखा है डॉक्टर ऑपरेशन करने वक्त इंस्टाग्राम पे रील देख रहा है? कभी देखा है? नहीं ना। तो फिर वही बात है, जब डॉक्टर्स अपना प्रोफेशन बहुत इंसेनली फॉलो करते हैं, एज अ ट्रेडर्स आपको भी 100% कॉन्सेंट्रेशन देना चाहिए ना, बिकॉज ट्रेडिंग इज लाइक अ बिजनेस। आपको बिजनेस में देखना है कि कितना मुनाफा होगा, कितना घाटा होगा, कितनी फीस जाएगी, ये सब आपको मेंटेन करके रखना है। एंड ये जो पैसे हैं ना, ये जो आपको दिख रहे हैं $2,600 जो दिख रहे हैं, एक ट्रेड में ये जीरो भी हो सकता है। तो हमेशा आपको आपको अपना कैपिटल बचा के चलना है। कुछ भी हो जाए ऐसी गलती नहीं करना है जिसकी वजह से ये आपका इनिशियल कैपिटल जीरो हो जाए, क्योंकि ये पैसा वापस कमाने के लिए आपको और कैपिटल चाहिए। अगर आप ट्रेडिंग से कमाना चाहते हो, $2,600 का लॉस हो जाता है, टू मेक दिस मनी यू अगेन नीड मोर कैपिटल। एंड वो कैपिटल से भी जरूरी नहीं है कि आप वापस प्रॉफिट बनाओगे, आप लॉस भी बना सकते हो। सो सेविंग योर कैपिटल is the key here. The person who stays in the market for long enough will eventually make profits. The only game here is to stay long enough. And I'm pretty sure 90% of the people will not do as I'm seeing here, because human mentality होती है, वो लोग रिस्क लेते ही हैं। Okay. Prashant is saying I'm excited about futures class. When will we have that? I'll have to check the syllabus once कि कौन से day पे है वो। Ratnesh is asking, sir, we can take a leverage, but only we can increase it, but not reduce it. You can reduce it as well. You have reduce only orders. आप देख सकते हो reduce only orders. So आप reduce only orders use करके आप leverage को reduce या अपने value को reduce भी कर सकते हो। Sir, what is the significance of signals that help in making money in trading? Are they helpful or just wastage, and why would a trader use these signals? If you're talking about Telegram signals and stuff like that, I mean, 99.9% of the Telegram channels who say that they are helping you make money and stuff is all fake and bullshit. Okay? Because if someone is saying that you join this channel, you will make XYZ money, then why would they let you in? Right? They would not. So Simran is saying including Crypto Pro. I've not checked, but I'm just telling you, like, I'm not talking for 100% of them, but 99% of them that I've seen in the crypto space in the last 6 years, they are just selling, right? So Crypto Pro का मैं नहीं check किया हूँ, but definitely you can ask Gopal and see कि पुराने history क्या है, so आप check कर सकते हो, right? But most of them it's like आपके पास पैसा बनाने की मशीन है और आप लोगों को बोल रहे हो कि आओ भाई तुमको भी पैसा बांटते हैं. So it's too good to be true. But obviously, like, there's some channels which actually do good for the society, do good for the traders. उनको आप सपोर्ट कर सकते हो. क्रिप्टो प्रो का भी आप चेक कर सकते हो. मैंने चेक नहीं किया है, बट आई एम प्रीटी श्योर गोपाल को मैसेज करो, गोपाल विल टेल यू, वो दिखाएगा और रिपोर्ट्स दिखाएगा. सो आप जब भी कोई टेलीग्राम प्रीमियम चैनल ज्वाइन करना चाहते हो, किसी का भी हो, आप यू शुड ऑलवेज गो एंड सी कि पुराने सिग्नल्स में कितने सिग्नल्स प्रॉफिटेबल थे उनके. All right. Saurabh is saying I'm a member of that insane profit, 2,500% profit. That's nice. Even after that, Saurabh is on this call where he's wanting to learn. That speaks a lot of volume for that, because what if Crypto Pro stops giving you signals from tomorrow, right? You will have
Thank you, sir.
You'll have to do your own trading. So that's a good way of learning. Awesome. So any more questions, or should we wrap it off?
Sir, if I'll draw trade lines and all in the 10 channels, sir, how can I cross check them with you or with myself only? Like, how will I know that they are correct or not?
I mean, I would want to see them in some way. Let's do one thing. I'll speak to Gopal. Let's see if you can probably upload it somewhere with your name, and I can see it, right? So probably we can set up a Google form where you can see, you can directly, if this is your trading view, you can take a screenshot here, save chart image. Once you do that, it gets saved like this. Okay? So
So please show it once again. I have not seen it.
This is trading view. come to this
Yes, sir.
camera icon here, click here and click save
Okay.
start image.
Okay. Okay. I'll
Okay.
say it is working in the non-pro version or not. I'll cross check it and then
Uh,
I'll probably talk to Ashmita.
yeah, just talk to your relationship manager. Let's figure out a way where we could do this. Yeah, just check it if it's working on the free version as well or not. If not, then you can always take a screenshot of the screen and send it over. So
Okay.
we can
Okay, sir.
set that up as well.
So that is what I was thinking about कि हम लोग बना तो रहे हैं पर हम लोग कैसे क्या बना रहे हैं वो हमें कैसे पता होगा कि वो सही है या गलत.
जी बिल्कुल. So we could do that. And Simransh is asking, sir, spider lines बताओ कैसे बनाते हैं. सिमरांश, सबको साथ में लेके चलना है. हम ऐसा नहीं कर सकते कि हम सपोर्ट रेजिस्टेंस बता रहे हैं फिर एकदम से कुछ और सिखा रहे हैं. सो सबको साथ में लेके चलना है ना. Maria Suri is asking, sir, what is your opinion on platforms like Binary, OctaFX, etc.? हाथ जोड़ता हूँ आपकी आपसे हाथ जोड़ता हूँ. अगर आप इस कॉल पे हो, और अगर आप ऐसे वेबसाइट्स पे अकाउंट बना के ट्रेड करने का सोच भी रहे हो तो वो गुनाह है. Because these are all scamming websites. Stay away from them. It's not legal in India. Indian government has also blacklisted them. तब भी वो लोग एड्स चलाते हैं. ऋषभ पंत, युवराज सिंह, a lot of big cricketers keep on talking about OctaFX. That is just because they have got money. वो लोग ट्रेड नहीं करते हैं, ठीक है. वो लोग आईपीएल में करोड़ों रुपए कमाते हैं and they start promoting these kind of things so that you lose money. So stay away from them, please. And it's not legal, so don't even think of anything like that. So please share link again of test network. ठीक है, one second. अरे यार ये लॉगिन करके बोल रहा है टेस्ट नेट फाइनेंस. Yeah, so this is the link. Sir, बहुत सारे doubts थे, but today you cleared everything. Thank you Naresh. Shortcut to put spider lines. Everyone else can ignore what I'm saying, but shortcut is just do it on a daily time frame. And जब भी आप एक line draw कर रहे हो, make sure कि as many touch points हो, and उसके बाद इसको extend right line कर दो, ठीक है. तो वो अपने आप बन जाते हैं. But everyone else who is listening to this, do not like do anything, because I will again teach you in the upcoming classes. But Simran had a question, so मैंने ले लिया. Anushka is asking, sir, कौन सा ऐप यूज करें, करना चाहिए क्रिप्टो एक्सचेंज के लिए. ये मैं कितनी बार बताऊं आपको. आप बाइनेंस यूज कर सकते हो, आप KuCoin यूज कर सकते हो, आप Coin-D6 यूज कर सकते हो, आप अगर आपको डिसेंट्रलाइज एक्सचेंज पे करना है तो आप DYDX यूज कर सकते हो. लेकिन इन सब में इतना ही पैसा रखना जो आप ट्रेडिंग के लिए यूज कर रहे हो. इन्वेस्टिंग वाला पैसा इसमें मत रखो, ठीक है. सो ये सारी डिसेंट्रलाइज एक्सचेंज है DYDX. सो इसमें आप अच्छा खासा अमाउंट रख सकते हो, बिकॉज इसकी सीड फ्रेज आपके पास होती है. बट KuCoin, Coin-D6 एंड Binance की सीड फ्रेज आपके पास नहीं होती है. सो आई होप यू गॉट द आंसर. Sir, what is this small icon shown in the chart? Saurabh, what icon are you talking about? I can't see any icon here. Like
सर ये नीचे है ना, ये हाँ ये वाले से.
ये तो यार न्यूज होती है, ये न्यूज होती है जो ट्रेडिंग व्यू वाले डालते हैं, ठीक है. इस पे ज्यादा ध्यान नहीं देना है. वैसे भी ये कितनी एक्यूरेट होती है वो नहीं पता है. सो इससे कुछ असर नहीं होता वैसे मार्केट में ज्यादा. Cool. I think we could wrap it off. We'll take a last question from Shaurya. So why Upstock Grow are not having trading view? Grow to टट्टी है. Like I use Grow for mutual funds, but उनके stocks बहुत गंदा व्यू है उनका. तो देखने भी नहीं देंगे क्या?
So one last question before wrapping up.
Yeah.
Like, how was your experience when you started, crypto, and secondly, with support and resistance, particularly? Like, drawing lines was also not easier for you also in the starting, or was it?
I started my crypto career by investing and working for crypto companies. Because if you have heard this, that for example, they say that the broker always makes money, right? An exchange, that is Binance, for example, he always makes money. Market ऊपर जाए या नीचे जाए, आप लोग उनको trading fees pay कर रहे हो. So for me, it was simple. If I want to be long term in the crypto space, I wanted to work in it. Talking about trend lines and everything, obviously, जब मैंने ये चार्ट खोला, मुझे लगा भाई क्या है ये क्या लाइन है, ग्रीन लाइन, येलो लाइन, व्हाट इज दिस, है ना? सो बट ट्रस्ट मी, स्पेशली ड्यूरिंग लॉकडाउन मैंने और बहुत सारी किताबें पढ़ी. लॉकडाउन के वक्त बहुत टाइम था, सो मैंने जितने जितने बड़े बड़े यूएस के ट्रेडर्स हैं उन सबकी किताबें पढ़ी. वो किताबें अभी भी है मेरे पास, एंड जब भी मुझे और टाइम मिलता है आई स्टिल कीप ऑन गोइंग थ्रू देम, बिकॉज nobody can be perfect ना, like you'll have to learn every day, बट वो इच्छा होनी चाहिए. आप स्टार्टिंग में सोच लोगे ना कि बहुत डिफिकल्ट है, नहीं हो पाएगा मुझसे, तो नहीं हो पाएगा. अगर आप थोड़ा ओपन माइंडेड लेके आते हो कि हाँ मैं कर सकती हूँ, मेरे को करना है, तो आप कर लोगे. यू हैव ऑलरेडी टेकन डिसीजन ऑफ टेकिंग अप दिस कोर्स, सो वन स्टेप इज ऑलरेडी डन. द सेकंड स्टेप विच इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट स्टेप हियर इज एग्जीक्यूशन. आपने पैसे दिए, हमने ले लिए, अभी हम आपको सिखा रहे हैं, आप सीख रहे हैं, लेकिन अगर आप एग्जीक्यूट नहीं करोगे बिना डर के, then you won't be able to learn, right? So you execute. If you find problems, you tell me, I'll solve them. जितने प्रॉब्लम्स हो सकते हैं मैं सॉल्व करने की कोशिश करूंगा. ठीक है? Cool.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry.
All right. Cool then. Last question, sir.
So,
Yeah.
so I really can't find out how to make those boxes. I can't find that option in my in the trading view app, the trading view thing.
It's here. I'll show you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Click here, and then rectangle.
One minute.
Okay, you'll find it there.
Rectangle. So it's not being shown on the free one, I think.
It's not? I think it should be, yeah. Let me just check again. This is the free version. It's asking me to sign up. But okay, if it's not getting shown, then you just draw 2 lines. Then that will also act like a box only.
Like you see, this thing is already, the box thing is only not there out there. Below the brush which you have.
Below the brush नहीं. So brush के अंदर आपको क्लिक करना है. ये यहाँ पे आएगा. Brush के side में क्लिक करना है आपको. You have to click on the side of the brush. Then you will get these options. Okay. All right. I think we are already about time. If there are any questions, put it on the chat. Sorry, don't put it on the chat. Put it on the Google form. I'll take in the next class. Next class, we learn about patterns. So I'm presuming in the next class, you've already perfected or probably still perfecting the art of drawing trend lines and the art of drawing support resistance. So from next class, things are going to be a little more advanced and a little more difficult. So please make sure do 10 charts per day, and in 30 days, you'll be a pro. Ibrahim, you could put that question in the Google form. I'll take it up from there. Okay. All right, then, everyone. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Good night.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah.
Good night, sir.
Good night. Good night. I'll end the call. Bye.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. All right, bro. Bye-bye.